Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Omar from the Bullish Bears team. It is Friday, April 7th, 2017, and I wanted to make a video talking about how to set up your the swing trade strategy. So I finally figured out, with the help of Aaron Hep, like he kind of sent me a screener of how to like upload it, and I couldn't see it, but he had a screenshot, and I still couldn't really see it. I saw bits and pieces of it, and then I was able to go kind of figure out and tinker around with it and modify everything. So what's great is I'm gonna show you how to create your scanners to show you stocks that are about to do a golden cross, stocks that are about to do a death cross, and stocks that went just crossed over into the death and golden cross. So you're gonna see, like, you can run a scan where it's like shows you when it's about to happen, as and also when it's happened. All right. So it's very simple. I was actually surprised at how simple it was to make. All right. But first things first, before we go make that scan, you just want to make sure that you have an actual study that actually has the indicators that helps you. All right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to study. You want to go to you want to go to the beaker. Okay. And this is what you want to see. I'm gonna erase all this, like, and just erase everything, just so like we can build it out from scratch. All right. So you want to add a couple of studies. All right. The most important studies are obviously the moving averages, the exponential moving averages, right? So if you type exp for moving average exponential, you're gonna add that twice, right? Because we care about two. We care about the 13 and we care about the 48.5. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm right in the first one. I'm gonna make this the 13 and make it whatever color you want. I'm gonna make this blue. Okay. And I'm gonna hit, and you don't need to do anything else here. You just leave it as that and just hit OK. Then we have the second one. We're gonna update that, and we're gonna put 48.5. Okay. And then we're gonna make this a different color to differentiate between the 13 and the 48. I'm gonna make this red. All right. So I'll just choose this red color, which is fine. You don't need to modify anything here. I'm gonna hit OK. All right. Now, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna add VWAP. All right, so I'm just gonna type VWAP here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna double click on VWAP, but I'm gonna eliminate a couple of things. So before I go into this VWAP tab, I'm gonna go into the lower band, and I'm gonna uncheck these three areas. We do not want to have this shown. Then I'm gonna go to the upper band, and I want to get rid of those three show areas. Now I want to go straight into VWAP and make this whatever color I want. You don't need to do anything else here. Just make it a color. You can leave it purple if you want. I like it, for some reason I like it green. So I'm gonna leave it green. Alright? So now I have my 13 EMA, my 48.5 EMA at VWAP. Now we're gonna get to our lower studies. So we're gonna add the following. RSI. So I'm gonna add RSI. Okay? And with RSI, we're gonna make this color normal. So here we go. We're gonna leave this like this. Okay, I like to make this a little redder where it says overbought. I'll go to more. That's me. You can leave it as is, and I just pick something really red that pops. And then I want to go to oversold, and I'm gonna change the oversold color, all right, to green. Okay, because oversold means there's gonna be a gap up in price usually, all right, and overbought is like a red. It should be red because that means like it's bought too much and you're gonna see a pullback. So it's like a sell sign, all right. So remember, RSI, you can leave this as is. You can make this a little redder if you want. Oversold, remember, it's going to be green. Overbought is going to be red. You're going to hit OK. All right. Then we're going to put the MACD. So we're going to type MACD right there. And once we double click on it, pulls in here. We're going to go into here. And I think, yeah, we're going to leave this green, if I remember, and we'll test this. And then we're going to make the average red. So we're going to go here, and we're gonna make it pop. I want to use like a real reddish color. It's more like a pink. I like make it put red that pops. All right, red. Here we go. And I'm gonna leave these as is. Right, you don't need to change anything else. I'm gonna hit OK. And the last thing I'm gonna add here is the TTM squeeze. So and I'm gonna see TTM squeeze. All right, I'm gonna add selected. I'm gonna leave it as is. Okay. So now, now we're gonna save this. So we're gonna save set as, and we're gonna call this swing. Let me get this swing trade study. I don't know. All right, you call it whatever you want. So I'm gonna hit save, and I'm gonna hit OK. And then if this is working properly, you know, you just want to queue it up. So, you know, load, and I'll go straight to my swing trade study. And yeah, everything looks great. All right. So this here is the 9 EMA. This here is the 48.5 EMA. All right. You can move the chart down here so you can, you know, see it nice and easy. And then you have your RSI. So, you know, when it's in this 70 level, you see over 70, it's red. And then when it dips below this 30 level, you're going to see it's green. And then this is the red line and the green line the way it should, and the TTM squeeze is the way it should be. All right? This is great. This is exactly what you should want to see. All right? That's your study. Okay? Now, what we want to do is we want to create our scans. All right? So when we have our study, we create a scan. So we're going to go to scan. Okay? And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change a couple of things here. So where it says stock, we'll leave this as is, okay? And we're gonna change this to last, okay? So we're gonna look for last, and we're gonna put a range. So this is where you would pick the range for the prices you wanna search for. So I'm gonna put my range. I'm gonna put for, let's say, stocks between 5 cents, all right? You can make it even lower, but I'll just leave 5 cents for now. Between 5 cents and let's say $50, all right? Okay. All right. Now, okay. Now, where it says volume, okay, I'm not gonna use that. I'm actually gonna get rid of that, and I don't care about the percentage change for this. Actually, I'm gonna go to where it says add study filter, and I'm gonna go down to where it says volume. So remember, we went to add study filter, we went to volume, and we're gonna go to average volume. So once we get this, it's going to say the 5, and I'm going to bring it down to the 5 period, right? So you can just delete that. Put the 5 period, simple, is greater than, and I'm going to say 300,000 shares. So meaning that it's only going to pop up stocks that trade with a minimum of 300,000 shares or more for me to swing trade. You can make this 100,000 shares. You can make this 1,000,000 shares. You can make this whatever you want, all right? This is just the criteria that I use. And I'm going to leave it on the daily because that's what we're focusing on, the daily, all right? Now, this is where we're going to get to the customization piece. So we're going to click on Add Study, and we're going to click the drop down, and we're going to go to Custom. Okay? Now it's going to pull up this screen, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to hit Delete for this Add Crossover. We're going to delete this, all right? And then we're going to click on Add Condition. So we're going to go to Select Condition. So we're going to go to Study, all right? And we're going to look for Exponential Moving Average. So I'm going to go to... I think I gotta go to M. Where we see, I might have passed it on momentum crossover. Oh yeah, here it is. Moving average exponential. So it's on the letter M. So I'm gonna select that. Now, all right. So make sure the offset is 0. All right. So we're gonna say, and we're gonna do the golden cross first. So we're gonna say the golden cross, all right, is 13. Okay. And we're going to say the 13 crosses above, and then we're going to go back here to, we're going to add a condition. We're going to go back to study, all right? And then we're going to go to letter M again, okay? We're going to go to letter M, and we're going to say moving, we're going to look for moving average exponential again. Okay, make sure your offset says 0. So if it says anything other than 0, put it on 0, okay? And we're going to say, we're going to leave the price as closed, and we're going to put 48.5 there. Okay? Now, the bars is what matters. So when you want to see stocks that are about to cross over, we're going to leave the bars as 1. And then I'm going to create another one with bars as 2, so you can see when they just crossed over. It'll make sense in a second. So once we have this setting, we're going to hit save. All right. Once you hit save, it's going to pull up. So it's going to say, it's going to give you the script. The moving average 13 crosses above the moving average 48.5 length. Beautiful. So we're going to hit OK. Now, all right. Now, once we have our setting, you hit scan, and it's gonna list all the scans that pop up that fit this criteria. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to save this. So we're gonna save this, and we're gonna call it, right. So we're gonna save the scan query, and we're gonna call this um, 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 Golden Cross um, uh, uh, Golden Cross Golden Cross break. I don't know, Golden Cross break. I don't know, or Golden Cross 1 bar, or first bar, or break, or potential breakout. Yeah, Golden Cross potential breakout, because it hasn't happened. All right. Now we're gonna hit save. So now that is a study, and when you want to pull it, you go here to the, little query here, and you're gonna go to load scan. You go to personal, and you're gonna see there now Golden Cross potential breakout. You hit the scan, and it gives you your stocks, right? And now let's say, for example, here's a few stocks that come up. So you get the criteria from 18 cents to 48 bucks, right? And here's the volume. You should have at least a minimum of 300,000 shares or above. So let's say I want to see what I don't know, TEX did, whatever, right? So I go to charts, and I already have my study up, so I'm gonna type TEX, and right here you're gonna see, look, the actual breakout just happened. Okay, and look at this, it's popping. Now, what you want to do, all right? Okay, now this looked like it just happened, right, today. So it just popped up, all right, and it looks good. Look, the TTM squeeze is popping, the MACD is curling up. This is all great. It's not oversold, overbought. So it looks like this is good. It looks like it has potential. Then what you want to do is I'm in stockcharts.com. You want to make sure you have these indicators. The exponential should be 13. The exponential moving average should be 13 and 48. You want to have the Ichimoku cloud, the basic one, not the full, just the basic one, okay? And then now I have the RSI, the MACD, and the volume. And I always have it above, but you can put it wherever you want. And then I just check off all these boxes so that, it gives me little price levels. And then I click update. So what I want to do, I forgot the name of that stock already. It's a TEX, right? So if I go here and I type TEX, this is just another weird place where you can look at your charting. Let's see what it says. So look at this. TEX just broke above the cloud. Okay? If we look at it on April 3rd, today is what? April, it's hard to tell. So here it broke above the cloud yesterday at 31.35. Now it's at 32.52. All right? So it looks like, and look at the yearly high, looks like it's 33.78. Now, what you do is you can do a predefined range. You can do like a year to date if you want, and then just hit update, and then it gives you like the year to date. So it's a clearer look here. And look, it just broke above the cloud. That is a very bullish sign. It looks like it has more to go. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Look at the MACD. It looks like it's ready to roll. And look, it hasn't hit the oversold point. So you know what? This might be a great potential swing. All right. So what's the beautiful, fantastic thing now is that I'm going to be able to help you guys build, or you guys now can do it yourselves. You don't even need me now because I'm giving you the whole strategy. You can build a swing trade watch list every day. Okay. Now let me go back to our let me go back to the swing trade scan. All right. On the scan, right, I showed you how you can find stocks that are breaking out, right? So now, if I go back to this little, so we're here where where the custom study is, right? If I click this little pencil, it allows me to edit this, right? So now I'm here. Now I'm gonna click edit, and what I'm gonna do is, right, I have it set that shows you stocks that are about to do the golden cross. Well, I wanna create another scan that shows you stocks that just crossed that just did the golden cross. So instead of within 1 bar, I'm gonna put 2 bars. Okay, and I'm gonna hit save. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit OK. All right. Now watch, when I hit scan, I should get a bigger list. All right, so you get a bigger list now because these are stocks that just stocks within 2 bars. So now you want to save this. So now you have gonna have two separate scans. So you're gonna come here and you're gonna go to load scan, and you're gonna go to personal. I'm sorry. You're gonna go to save. I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna go to save, and you're gonna get golden cross. Instead of potential breakout, you're gonna remove this, and say, I don't know, breakout, I don't know, call it two bars, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, okay? And then hit save. So now you have that. So now if you want to pull that, you go to load, personal, and you're gonna see you're gonna have two. So you're gonna have the two candle. I'm sorry. You're gonna have the golden cross potential breakout, meaning that it's just about to break out or just broke out, and then the two candle that has a clear breakout. So if I select that and hit scan, now I get a bigger list. All right. So let's look at a stock like, look at this. This is a dog shit company, 6 cents. ICPTF. Let's see if even. So if I go here and I type ICPTF, right? And look at it. This is dog shit, but look, this stock was 3 cents last year, and it slowly grabbed up from 3.3 cents to, it actually got up to 0.11 cents, and now it's back down, okay, to 5. And I don't know why. Oh, that's weird. That is strange. It's showing, it should be the opposite way. It should be that it just broke out, which is very, very weird. Let me go back to scan. I hit scan again. Oh, look at that. It's like my computer is sorry about that, guys. I'm getting a little bit of issues with my computer. All right, let's look at another stock. These are like real dog shit companies. Let's look at something a little bit more. Let's put CHNR. Okay, here we go. See? So CHNR just broke out, and that's the way it should look. All right. Okay. So it's a little more defined on the breakout. Okay. And look, the MACD's up. It's right below the over bought piece. But if you want, you can always verify here. If I put CHNR, all right, year to date, and look, today it broke above the cloud. I mean, it went ham. You know. It went to a high of 345. It closed at 248. But if you look at it, you know, the MACD, it's curling, it's going up, it's on an upward trend, you know, it may continue upward. All right. So, you know, you can look at, and obviously you can look at better price stocks. You can do this for shitty stocks. You can do this for, you can put your range in the hundreds of dollars. 1,000 range could be up to $1,000. Could be whatever you want. Let's say I do something a little bit more expensive, like a stock like SUM. So I'll type SUM here. Okay, and look, SUM, there goes the breakout right here. It happened here on this day, which was yesterday, and it opened at 23.96. It hit a high of 24.2045, and it hit a low of 23.82. Closed at 24.43, and then today this thing went to 25.55. All right, and if you go to here, you type sum. Okay, let's look. Let's see what happens here. Look, it just broke above the cloud. Okay, it just broke above the cloud, and look, there it is. There's the curl. It's going up. So here's the MACD. It looks good. All right, looks good. It looks like it has more room to run. And obviously, look at support and resistance, like what the next support and resistance level is on the overall trend of the stock. And if you want to see where it's been over the last year, you can change the criteria. Just type 1 year and then hit update, so you can see where it's been over the last year. And it's at its height is at $26, so it has more room to run. According to this, it looks bullish. Like it looks like it's going to continue to move. And what's great about this strategy is, look, for example, all right, this is a def cross. Okay, so right here, which when the 13 EMA crosses below the 48, all right, and you see how when it crossed over, it gapped all the way down, and look at this, it bounces up, right? It bounces up to $20, but look, it continues on its way back down, because what I've learned about this strategy, which is really, really cool, is that even if you get a gap up, as long as the EMA, the crossover doesn't happen, like, so if you're in a def cross, even if you get a gap up, it's going to continue to sell off unless the crossover happens. And I noticed that with most of these stocks. It's pretty amazing, this indicator. You see it came all the way down to 17, came all the way back up to 19, came back down, came back up, and back down. And then the golden cross happened here on November 4th. And then it just been above, it skyrocketed. It went all the way up to $24, and it's been in this range ever since, And look, and then it kind of, when it pulls back, you see how it bounces off the 13 EMA? So let's say right here, it's at $24. You're like, man, it's up, should I jump in? Well, remember, all stocks are going to pull back at some point. So your entry would be right when it bounces off the 13 EMA. And look, it bounces off the 13 EMA, and then it continues upward. You see it kind of hovered around the 13 EMA. before it pulls back again. But there's no def cross, right? So look what happened. It keeps going up, and, you know, and then it comes all the way back down to $22. But you know what? There was no def cross. Look, the 13 EMA just bounces off the 48. So guess what? It goes all the way back up. All right, and then it's back down, and it looks like, you know, it looks like right here it's gonna continue upward. So, you know, you have an opportunity to continue to you know, to continue to buy. All right, so, you know, so it's you know, it's a powerful tool. All right, it's a powerful tool. Now you can change the range. So like, let's say you want something a little more defined. So you say, you know what, Omar, I don't want, you know, I'd rather have a three bars instead of two. So then you can just change this. You go back here, all right. Oh, sorry guys. You go back to your custom. You click on the little pencil. You hit edit, and you move this up to 3. Hit save. Hit OK. Hit scan, and now you're gonna get a whole nother range of stocks. All right, and some of those stocks that are in the second bar range will appear in the third bar range. Some of them won't. All right, you may get a whole different range. So like, here's a stock con that's been on my watch list a whole bunch of times. Let's see where it's at. So if I go to charts and I type con, okay, and look at con. All right, it's clearly above. So you see the difference when you have 3 bars. It gives you you know, a clear, even a real strong breakout. And then if you wanted to see where it is with the Ichimoku cloud, and you can put the Ichimoku cloud as an indicator there. I just like to look at it here for me better. And look, it's above it, and look, it's like fiddling along this Ichimoku cloud, like it's ready to break. If it breaks, which it looks like, which all signs look bullish, I mean, it's gonna pull back. It's a little, at this point, it's a little overbought. But you know, the MACD is curling up. It still looks, look at the separation. It still looks like it has more to run. So this is a great strategy. All right, folks. So you leverage this however you want. All right. So now that I showed you how to build your Golden Cross scanner, all right, and you can tinker around with this and how to set up your study so you can see this. Like, even though, so for me, I would, you know, I really wouldn't be buying this unless it pulled back down to the 13 EMA or somewhere close to it. I mean, to me, it's so far overextended, I would be a little bit afraid to buy at this level, you know. But that's just me, okay? But you know, everybody's their own person, and you have your own strategy, and you figure out your own, you know, style and all that stuff. Now that I showed you the Golden Cross, right, and how you can manipulate it to show you 1 bar where it's about to break out, or 2 bars, or 3 bars, or 5 bars, or whatever range you want, I'm gonna show you the def cross. So the def cross is basically the opposite is. So I'm gonna keep this the same, all right? I'm just gonna, what's great is that you don't have to do this from scratch. Once you start doing this, you just modify this and keep one-offing it. So we're gonna go back to here, and we're gonna click edit, all right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna change this. So we're gonna change this, we're gonna just change this in reverse. So we're gonna say here, the 48.5, and this is how I figured it out. I get this to work right. 48.5 goes above the 13 EMA. All right. So, and then I'm gonna put 1 bar to start off, right? So I hit save, and I'm gonna hit OK. And now watch, I'm gonna hit scan. Okay. And now let's see. So let's look at a stock like, I don't know, DK. All right. Well, first thing you want to do before that, just save it. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna hit save. And I'm gonna call this def cross potential breakdown. Okay, and I'm gonna hit save, and then I'm gonna hit scan. So here's a bunch of stocks that appear. I'll put DK, right? So you put DK, and look at DK. Look what's happening. The 13 EMA is crossing below, okay, the 48, which tells you that's a def cross that's about to happen. So, and look at the MACD. It's already going downward. Look at the TTM squeeze. Look at the selling pressure. If you go here to stockcharts.com, right, we type DK. Look what's happening. It's breaking below the red cloud. That tells you that this is very bearish. So this would be a strong indicator to buy a put if you're options trader or short the stock and hold it for 3 days, and you're probably gonna make some bank. All right. So that's the death cross. So remember, you can make money going long on stocks, and you can also make money going short on stocks. Okay. So that's the potential death cross. So you see this was the last golden cross this stock had was back in November 9th, and it went, look at this, it rolled above the 13 EMA. And look, you see how it goes. So on November 9th it starts gapping up all the way. By November 21st it's like up here and it's far away from the EMA. And look, it pulls back to the 13 EMA. That's your entry. And look, on your way up, just like when I teach the momentum trading, it's like almost the same sort of strategy, where that would have been your entry. And look, it has a second run all the way to $24. It pulls back all the way to about 20, what is this, like 23 bucks. That could have been your entry right there. And look, it gaps up all the way to 25.90. So those are your entries. All right. Once it bounces, so when it's too far overextended, you're not sure, wait until it pulls back to the 13 EMA. You can watch it. And then it comes down here and it bounces off the 48 EMA, and then it continues upward. And now it looks like it's kind of exhausting itself and it's ready to come back down to reality, right? Because it's about at its yearly high. It hit this double top and now it's coming down ever since, all right? So this looks like it's a good potential death cross, all right? So, you know, you can look at a couple other stocks just to show you, you know, go back to scan. And remember, you can put those scans right here. So if I wanted to put like if I go to personal and I want to put my like golden cross 2 bars breakout, that should hopefully, should pull in here. Why is it not pulling in? I don't know, it's a weird thing. It should pull in. It's weird that it's not pulling in. I don't know why it's not pulling in. I gotta play around. Oh, there it is. It just took a long time. You see? And you can see all your stocks here, all right? Really quickly, you can get a quick glance. Look, LPRX. Look at this. Golden cross happening, just breakout. Look at that. Boom, it's up, you know? It's a dog shit company, but that doesn't mean you can't make money swinging them, all right? So, you know, it's high, 69 cents, so this has more to give, all right? So, you know, you can pull them to the side and just quickly go through the charts like that. See? All these potential golden crosses that are coming out. Just keep scrolling through. CHK, I think I posted this morning. You know, pulled back, but all signs looks good. It looks like CHK is going to continue upward, you know. So, you know, and again, remember, you can always go just do your double due diligence by, you know, you put the stock here, CHK, and you look, it's right in that cloud, and you see it's like it's above it. So if it gets through that cloud, I think this thing is going to hit $7-8 bucks. You just got to have patience with some of these stocks, you know. You just gotta have patience with them, all right? But you know, that's what swing trading is. It requires a lot of patience, all right? So that's it. Now, so I'll show you how to do one other scan, which I think you probably could figure out, right? So let's say you wanted to get those potential death crosses, right? With you know, with 1 bar. Now let's say you want something a little bit stronger. So you want, like, let's say a 2 or 3 bar. All you do is go right back to the custom, go to the pencil, okay? You're gonna click edit, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna change the bar number. So instead of, you could put 2 or you could put 3. I'll put 3 just so you can see clear breakdowns. And I'm gonna hit save, and I'm gonna hit OK, okay, and then I'm gonna save this. So I go to save, and I'll name it Death Cross breakdown 3 bars. All right, hit save. And hit scan, and look, a whole lot more stocks. These are stocks that are completely breaking down, like BIOS. I'm sorry, Michael Anthony, I know you love BIOS, but if we go to the chart and look at BIOS, I know he's big on it, but according to this, BIOS is on a downward trend, all right? Doesn't look good on this, all right? Look at that 13 EMA over the 48. Look at the spacing between the MACD. Look at the green over the red. Look at that. Look at the TTM squeeze. It's not even a yellow, so it's not even like changing. All right, it's just a clear down. Now maybe it finds its support here, but according to this, it looks like it's going low. And then if you put BIOS on the chart, I mean, look at this. It looks like it's about to break through the cloud, which even means it's going to go down more. Now, do I think BIOS will go up at some point? Yeah, but, you know, right now it doesn't look good. So he might have bought it a little high, you know. So, you know, and the point I'm trying to make is that it gives you a clearly defined breakdown. So the more bars you put, the more defined you see everything. All right. And then, you know what I did I title it? Yeah, I titled it already. So and that's really what I want to show you guys. So now you have scanners so you can track your potential golden cross breakouts and golden cross breakdowns. All right. So again, you know, to go through your list, you go to personal, and you know you're gonna have whatever you call them. So here's your my def crosses that I call them, the potential and the 3-bar one. I'm sorry, the def crosses, potential breakdown, and so the potential and the one at 3 bars, which is strong. You can make this 2 bars, you can make this 1 bar, you can make it 4 bars, whatever you want. All right, and then the golden cross potential breakout, and then the one that's 2 bars where it just kind of crossed over. I may change that to 3. All right, so you know that's pretty much it, guys. That's how it works. So remember, you gotta make sure you have your study. Make sure you have your stockcharts.com there, so you can kind of have the parameters. You have the parameters again that I use. Okay, just to show you one more, just to see how it's done. Let's look at another one. Let's look at QGEN. This is a stock that I've traded before. Let's see. We go to charts. We can type QGEN. Oops. QGEN. Oops. All right, and look, there it goes. Def cross. Nice, clearly defined. This thing has been gapping down. Look at that. Still looks strong. Look at that. TTM squeeze. The green is over the red. The spacing is very far, so it shows you that it's very bearish. You know, if you type it here, QGEN. Okay. Yeah, you know, look at this. It was up all the way to $30, and it looks like, you know, it got more to below the cloud. So, you know, it looks like it has more to go down. All right. So this could be the potential reversal for, you know, because it's been riding. And look, last time it was up at $27. This thing came all the way back down to $23 before, you know, it reversed. So, you know, this has the potential to. So it was at 30, now it's at 28. So, you know, this has the potential to continue to gap down for a while. All right. So these indicators, the 13 and the 48, man, I think they're the way to go, man. You know, I read the article, I've been doing my due diligence, and you know, look at it works. Look at this. Golden cross happened here. This was July 15, 2016. So had you gotten in here and held this, this stock at this point was what, $22? And by August, this thing was already up to $27. And look, it gaps up, it goes all the way to it, and look, it pulls back to the 13 EMA. It dips below it for a second, but it comes back up, and then it kind of breaks way below the 13 EMA. But look what it does. It bounces off the 48 EMA. And that could have been your entry. And look, it gapped up to $27. And then you have this def cross right here. So the def cross happened on October 21st. And when it def crossed, it was at $26. It closed at 25, and it went all the way back down to 23 before it golden crossed here on, I don't know what day this was. Let's see. This is the golden cross. On November 4th. And it would close at 26, and it hit a high by November 9th of $28. You know, so, and then look, it's been bouncing off the 13 and 48 EMA ever since. You know, and it just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up to $30, and now it's def crossing, so has some to give. So, guys, I think this strategy is amazing. I think the indicators are amazing, and you know, I would not post this or be putting a video on this if I didn't think that this was a winning strategy. This is a way to go. And you can use the same strategy with these dog shit companies. You can find a stock that was like, you know, 5 cents and goes to like 50 cents. You know what I mean? So you can use, here's the golden crosses, you know, you can look for these dog shit companies like, I don't know, let's see. Let's see. They have like a, you know, these are expensive. Look at this AMRZF. Look at this. This stock was 13 cents. It just golden crossed. You know, it's at 21 cents. Now, you know, it's dog shit. It doesn't have a lot of volume, you know, and it's you know, these companies are pumps. But if the chart is telling you that there's potential here, maybe there's potential. So you can look at AMRZF. Now, these are stocks that I'm not, you know, sorry guys. This is not, what is it? AMRZF. Look at that. It doesn't even AMRZF. It doesn't even appear at stockcharts.com. So, you know, I would be very weary of trading a stock like that. But hey, you know, if the you know, the indicators don't seem to lie, you know, it doesn't seem to lie. So, not that I would trade it, but I've seen plenty of these stocks that were like less than a penny go up to 50 cents, $2. I mean, it's crazy. So, you can do your research. You can look at one of these companies like USRM. I think is the one that USRM was one of these companies that, look at this. It golden crossed here and it, on February 21st. This was worth 0.41 cent. Okay, look at this thing went all the way up to 5 cents, came all the way back down, bounced off the 13 EMA, never dipped below, and been running ever since all the way up to 17 cents. So imagine if you had a 50,000, 100,000 share position here, you'd be worth like $600,000, $700,000 right now. And these things happen more than you think. So do your research. And it continues to bounce. Dip below this, but this may be a potential buy because it keeps bouncing. Unless it continues itself down. But it looks good, and if you want other confirmation, just type USRM because it is a legitimate company. I know that, and when it broke above the cloud, this thing has been ripping ever since. All right, so just things to think about, things to ponder, guys. All right, so I hope you found this useful. Set this up. You should be good to go. All right, and I'll see you in the group. Ask me if you have any questions. All right, hopefully you found this helpful. Have a great weekend.